Hello everyone. Starting today, I will teach you Qimen Dunjia. Due to my personal experiences, I am well versed in the metaphysical circle, both high and low, whether in temples or among the common folk. From today on, you will learn the most correct usage of metaphysics from me, without exception. You will learn the most orthodox metaphysical concepts, without exception. You will learn the most concise metaphysical techniques, without exception. At the beginning of the year, I boasted that in 2024, I would eliminate old metaphysics and achieve a turning point in metaphysics. This year, what is old metaphysics? Why should it be eliminated? Have you ever thought that old metaphysics has too many mysteries? Is it really mysterious? Absolutely not. First, information asymmetry. Second, psychological suggestion. Third, aggravating internal strife and mutual harm at the grassroots level. What is information asymmetry? So-called mentorship and inheritance involve sharing techniques within a small circle while keeping them hidden from outsiders. I have deep insights and experiences from various metaphysical circles. I have practiced it myself and know its harms. This information asymmetry has led to the massive loss of ancient Chinese metaphysical knowledge. Second, psychological suggestion. Think about it. How many people still equate metaphysics with fatalism? How many are obsessed with a certain metaphysical prediction? This so-called metaphysical master, with quotes, tells you this year is good, next year is bad. You end up doing nothing this year, hoping for a miracle, or fearing to do anything next year, if they predict it to be bad. How many people are like this? I have seen too many friends like this. A PhD student, after hearing a few words from a small blind fortune teller, becomes either overjoyed or terrified. I have seen various metaphysical masters making money through this method. I understand exactly how they do it. I will explain it later. What is the root cause? The root cause is that the position of metaphysics is wrong. You should not seek it externally. You should not believe that a certain master holds the truth of metaphysics and can determine your fate. You shouldn't think this way. You must firmly grasp the right to interpret metaphysics, the discourse of metaphysics, and the principles and logic of metaphysics yourself. What others say doesn't count. What you say does. Others have no right to use metaphysics to judge you. Only you understand yourself, and only you care about everything related to yourself. Others can only guess about you through certain rules. Do you want to be guessed by others? Why do you believe in someone else's guess and let that conclusion dominate everything about you? So, you must firmly grasp metaphysics yourself. If no one teaches you what true metaphysics is, I will. Follow me, and I will not disappoint you. Third, aggravating internal strife and mutual harm at the grassroots level. When you understand metaphysics, you will know terms like regulation, planning, or avoiding misfortune and seeking fortune, where I'll adjust it for you. Have you heard similar terms? When you start learning Bazi, astrology, or so-called fate, a master will tell you fate is fixed. But there are ways I can change it for you. I can reverse this predetermined fate if you pay me. You need to honor me. We exchange benefits, and I can change your fate. Have you heard similar statements? They are lying. This is not reversing fate. It teaches you to harm others, using information asymmetry to take others' opportunities. These methods do not increase the total social wealth or resources. If you get more, others get less. Things like love, wealth, or promotion. If you have a conscience, justice, and believe in good and evil, right and wrong. For example, a fund manager who embezzled money and fled abroad. A master helped him with various tricks for a smooth escape. Shouldn't such a person be held accountable? Shouldn't such a person be condemned? Shouldn't such a person be eliminated? Is this fair? Think carefully. If you have money and power, you can use metaphysics and hire a master. But the fees are high. Can ordinary people afford it? Is it fair that only through this can you access metaphysics and get advice? What kind of environment are we living in? Think about it. This is what aggravates internal strife and mutual harm at the grassroots level. How to solve it? It's simple. I will do it. Reveal everything and hand it to everyone, including Qimen Dunjia. How to use it? If it works, you decide. You use it. What I teach you is true. I know the metaphysical circle too well. Many people, for fame or traffic, teach you small things first. For example, they teach you how to read Basi and claim it's their true teaching, free of charge. Shouldn't you be grateful and trust them? Then they will tell you the real power lies in regulation and avoiding misfortune. You must become their disciple, receive their inheritance. How to become their disciple? They will assess you, ask for money, and demand you treat them like a father or master. They will control you. I won't do that. I will teach the highest things from the start. I will teach Qimen Dunjia from the start. Understand my sincere intentions. How to eliminate metaphysics. First, metaphysics, as an ancient Chinese philosophical model, must be free. Note I said free, without any conditions. It must be free, mastered by everyone, every Chinese person. Second, break down the barriers of information asymmetry, eliminate all information asymmetry, and abolish all sects. Sweep away all liars and harmful people. Starting this year, we will debate metaphysics. What is metaphysics? Is metaphysics good or bad? How should metaphysics be treated? The whole society will discuss it. I will lead. From me, we will debate publicly. You can express your thoughts. We can openly discuss and argue, and finally reach the truth, a result. Third, refute fatalism. Chinese philosophical models can create the future. Fatalism is easily debunked philosophically. I can tell you, in 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years, Chinese tradition has never been fatalistic. Whether Confucianism, Taoism, or legalism, they all support my view. Now is a critical time. Everyone has their own difficulties. I hope that by passing metaphysics to everyone, opening up their mental constraints, everyone can unleash their special vitality. We will increase the total social wealth and make the cake bigger. This is the only right path. We can't wait any longer. If we want to achieve the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation, we must face our tradition and culture from this moment. Only when everyone understands metaphysics, knows metaphysics, and can use metaphysics, can we truly change fate, fight for our destiny, rather than harm and calculate against each other internally. I roughly wrote the Chinese metaphysics program. We can discuss it slowly. There is no fate. Fatalism betrays Chinese culture. Metaphysics has no mystery. Mystification tramples Chinese confidence. Metaphysics is not conservative. Conservatives do not understand Chinese ideals. Chinese metaphysics should be a colorless dragon, reflecting different colors at any time. It should flexibly reflect your living situations and encounters without a fixed rule. Of course, it has core principles and modules that I will teach everyone. I don't want to say too much. You will know how to use it correctly from my videos. Now, I will talk about the only correct usage of metaphysics. Almost everyone now has a completely wrong understanding of metaphysical usage. Think about how you view Basi. For most people, Basi is like a standard, objective, inevitable model. It determines everything about me. This is fate. It decides what results I get. Isn't this the common view of fate and metaphysics? Basi is inevitable. I must obey it. Bazi is right. I am wrong. Bazi is strong. I am weak. How can I defy fate? How can I defy heaven's way? Bazi represents heaven's way. How many people had this belief about fate, metaphysics, and every technique? I tell you, this is completely wrong. This is not the Chinese way of thinking. This is Western thinking. Plato's model. Saying there is an objective model. This model produces me, a weak person. I must obey that model, imitate that model. This is Western thinking. Blind admiration of objective rules destroys the Chinese spirit of progress. It makes you, me and everyone lose confidence in ourselves. Not realizing that the objective is shaped by the subjective. The objective is abstract. The real vividness is your, my, and everyone's subjective reality. Do you and I understand life the same way? No. This is each person's unique subjectivity. Between these subjectivities, we achieve an abstract objectivity through communication. No need to elaborate. Just remember one thing: history is made by people. Without you, me, or anyone else, without each vivid individual, there would be no history. The foundation of metaphysics is not objective laws. I repeat 3 times: the foundation of metaphysics is not objective laws. The foundation of metaphysics is not objective laws. The foundation of metaphysics is the unique reality of each person. Always remember, metaphysics is to be used by me. Everything in metaphysics must conform to my reality, rather than me having to conform to whatever metaphysics dictates. Metaphysics has no inevitability. If it does have inevitability, that inevitability must be based on my unique reality, not on what others say. Everyone is different. You can never fully understand my uniqueness. Only I can use metaphysics for myself. This is very important, and everyone must remember it. Those who promote fatalism or mysterious law should kneel and apologize to their ancestors. If you still consider yourself Chinese, it's okay if you don't understand this today. In future sessions, I will use this method to help you understand the correct way to learn and use metaphysics. In short, I have deeply immersed myself in this field. I walked into the darkness myself. I am familiar with it. I master it, and I don't need the darkness to tell me what to do. It has no right. What I say counts. Don't use metaphysics to predict life. It is not my father. It is my grandson. I created it. I will use it. And I will use it as a weapon to arm myself. This is the correct way. This mindset must be fundamentally changed. Understanding this principle, we can address several major questions. First, are the fates of 2 people born at the same time and of the same gender identical? Do you still believe in objective laws? Mysterious objective destiny? According to fatalism, the fates of 2 such individuals must be completely identical. Whatever events they encounter must be exactly the same. Many might compromise and say, 2 people might have a broadly similar life trajectory but not identical. However, the major structure and trajectory of their fates must be the same. This is also the view of old metaphysics. I believe many people agree with this, but I do not. My experience shows that the more close the environment, the more similar the fates of 2 people. The more the environment provides multiple paths and encourages diversity, the greater the difference in their fates. Please support me. I am doing all this purely for the pursuit, purely for education, purely for my country. I just hope more people see this. More Chinese people see this, to create greater social value. This is my only intention. Next time, I will share practical knowledge about Qimen Dunjia. See you next time. Thank you, everyone.